Hey guys, so I want to talk to you about how I was able to use $200 to make $3,000 in 24 hours just by trading currencies. The currencies I've been trading have been GU. For those who are new, totally just brand new to this, basically what we do is we exchange currencies online just like you do if you go to another country. So, for example, if you go to Mexico, you have to give them US dollars in exchange for pesos. That's what we do online, and we are buying low and selling high for a profit. So in this instance, with the $200, I use two prop firms. So basically, a prop firm is using other people's money to make more money instead of using your own. So I gave this prop firm $200 for a $50,000 account. They give you two phases to pass, so you just have to abide by their rules. So you can't make your account go down a certain percentage, just rules to it. And then once you get to the third phase, you get paid out 80 to 90% of what you make. So for this instance, $3,000 in 24 hours, they pay out between one pays out 80%, the other one pays out 90%. So let's just say 80%. So 3,075 times 80%. That's $2,460 that I just made by buying this account for $200. So now I want to show y'all these trades. This is a screenshot of when I closed out the trades, when I took profit. As you can see right here at the top, that first account was $1,793. I did three trades. One of them at the bottom, a sale, was like a little pullback that I got into just to, I don't know, just to get a little something. I just was feeling a little zesty. And then the bottom one was from another prop firm. And now I'm about to go into my charts so y'all can see exactly what I was seeing and how I entered the market. And like I said, for those who are new, it might look like a foreign language, but it's okay. Just understand just the concept, and then once you decide you want to learn the skill, that's the key to everything. Anything that we've come across that's new in life seems hard until you do it, you repeat it, and you have a roadmap. Okay, so here we're looking at my chart for GU. I know it looks so chaotic, but just bear with me, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down. Let's go to, I was between the 15-minute and 30-minute chart. Overall, like, I knew where we were going on the higher time frame. So basically, I want to explain the colors of these boxes that I have highlighted. Okay, so the blue box was letting me know that price was retesting an area. So it broke through this trend line right here, this blue trend line. You can see it literally just went right past it, and then it came right back and went right back up. So that's called a retest. It broke through, came back to retest, and pushed back up. So my pink candles, as you can see, those pink candles right there, those are the sellers in the market, and then my black candles are the buyers. So once it broke through this trend line right here, I knew we were going up for buys because looking at the higher time frame, this trend line, this blue trend line right here, I'll make it bolder, was holding price down. So you can see every time price came to this blue trend line, it pushed down. It pushed down more than 4 times. So we finally got to the point where it, instead of it retesting it and pushing down, it literally, as y'all can see, it broke through right here and came back to retest for a buy. So now I knew we was pushing up from there. So where I got in at was right here at this green box. Both of these green box, I got in right here at this purple zone for that pullback. And I made these yellow boxes right here, just showing that this trend line that I had, I found 2 points and drew it into the future. And these yellow boxes was letting me know that price kept retouching that area again for the third, fourth time to let me know that we're still looking for buys. Because after you have those 2 points, if price comes back to this trend line again to retest it, then that means that's another confirmation that it's still overall continuing in that uptrend for buys. So that's what I have this trend line here for. It's showing me that we keep going up to get in for buys. So now let's break down what I was looking at. So when I got in this sale right here, this was on the 15-minute. So like I said, I saw right here, we have retested this trend line and this zone right here. So we have pushed up. I had got in right here because I saw what I wanted to see before this retested. I wanted to see if it was going to push past it, but it didn't. But then when I saw right here that we created this high right here, and then we created another one. I honestly think I was on the 5-minute because I was like on my chart. Literally, I think I was probably in this sale for like 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, but like I wasn't in it for that long. I was really in it really for like 5 minutes. But I saw this low was lower than this low, which if you put a trend line, that's showing me that we're going down. So that's showing me that we're going to make a quick sell. So looking at structure, point A, point B, pull back, continuation. So based off my fib, I can see it's coming back down to this blue trend line right here, which we see was broken again in the past. This was a second trend line that I drew. After this one was broke, I drew another one. So that's exactly what it did. It came back to create a lower high, and it was also retesting this zone right here. And you can see this high didn't push past this high. So that showed me that we weren't continuing for the buys, that we were possibly looking for, a quick little sell on this minor structure. Because like I said, overall, I already knew like we was looking for majority buys, but this was just something like I usually don't do, but I was just on my computer and I was just like, might as well, just for the fun of it. And I even knew like in the back of my head, like if that didn't go as planned, like I was okay with risking the amount that I was risking. So that's rule number one. Always be okay with what you're risking over how much you're going to make. So now let's get into the buys. Now this is where the money was made. Okay. So after that, I saw again that we retested this trend line we had 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth retest, right? So after that, price pushed back up. And before I continue with any buy, before I get in on any buy, I want to see a pullback. I need to get in when it's low because we want to buy low and then sell it high for a profit. So after I saw this pullback, I was looking for it to pull back to this purple trend line. But the first entry that I got into, because I wasn't sure if it was going to go to the trend line or if it was going to go to just that zone. Because sometimes it doesn't always go to the trend line. Sometimes it'll just go to the zone. So I got in once I saw like a few candles here, kind of creating like a little V shape, kind of like how I have it drawn right here. It created that right there. So I got in right there, and then I placed my stop loss. I believe I placed it like somewhere in this area over here. Because I knew I did not want to break through this blue trend line. That's what I knew for sure. So this is my first entry. And then I saw we got a little lower, but we were still staying above this purple trend line, which was indicating that we were still looking for buys. So I got into a little bit drawdown, but it really wasn't that much. We pushed back up, and then I saw we started creating highs. So this high right here was higher than this high. Then we made a higher low. This low was higher than this low, which showed that we were pushing back up for buys. Okay, great. Now let me see if price is going to like retest something. At this point, I wasn't even on my charts. I was just going to be happy with that. But I really did want another pullback to happen because I did want to stack trades. So then I got an alert on my phone because I set alerts on my trend line. And I saw that we retested this purple trend line right here. So this is where I got in for my second entry. And as you can see, this low is still higher than this low, which shows that we are still overall in that option for buys. So we're still buying low so that we're able to sell it high for a profit. So this is my second entry that I got into. And then I use my fib to tell me where to get out. So this is the fib right here. I already have it on the chart. I drew two. So you can see I have a 30-minute TP1 right here because I had a fib like this. And it hit TP1 right there. Because there's different opportunities. There's always an opportunity to make money in it, in the market. So I drew this fib right here. So point A from this bottom, from when it retested that blue trend line to this high, it pulled back. It closed pretty much at 38 points. So you can see that candle right there closed on the line. Oops, let me delete this so y'all can see the full thing and not get confused. I deleted the wrong one. Oh no, let me just make this skinnier because I want to keep this. So like I said, I took this to the high, the 0, and then it pulled back to 38.2. As you can see, this is where 38.2 is, and the candle literally closed on it. And anytime price closes at 38.2, that means price is just going to shoot up. That's like my favorite number to be hit on TP, because that means we is taking off. At first, I thought we was going to do like some consolidation. Like I said, before I saw this come to this trend line, I thought we was just going to stop right here and start pushing up. So I just thought we was going to like consolidate like in sideways movement before pushing up. Either way, it doesn't matter because either or is great. As long as it didn't break that trend line, we was Gucci, okay? So that's when I had my second entry, got in right there, and then I placed my take profit right here at TP1. And that's how I made my money. And also that was just a line, this whole structure right here that I just drew out. Let me move this over. This was it right here on the higher time frame, like this. This was aligned with my TP1, was also aligned with my 4-hour TP 2. So if you look on the higher time frame, the 0 right here. So this is my fib. So I have point A, point B pulled back to 78.6. So 78.6 on the higher time frame lets me know that we're going all the way to TP2. That we will be surpassing TP1 right here at negative 27, going up to TP2, which was right there, which was, like I said, it was aligned with that lower TP1. You guys see that negative 27 right there? It was aligned with that 4-hour TP1. So yeah, so that's how I made the $3,000 in 24 hours, and it played out pretty swiftly. You guys see, and that those buys played out within 16 hours, 24 hours. That sale that I got in, like I said, that was like on the 5-minute. That was about like 15 pips. But I swear, I didn't wait an hour. Like, I think I was just in it for like a few minutes. Like, it wasn't that much. I just got like $100-something before I continued with my buys. But yeah, so that's how I did it. I'm going to drop the link in the bio. One of the links, a referral code to one of the prop firms that I use. And yes, let's get this money, y'all. And I'm going to be dropping next week's analysis on what I'm looking for in my Discord chat. If you're in my mentorship group, we do have our call coming up twice a month. If you are interested in hands-on mentorship where you have access to me, I check your homework, we get on Zoom calls, you get all your questions answered. I'll put all that information for you to watch my free training below in the link below. Drop in the comments too, anything that you want to learn, and I'll make sure to get back to you. All right. Bye, guys.